It's that time of life again. Hello and welcome back to the third episode of What's in an OP, the series made by me, Shrek 5 Fan 69. Today we will look at the perfection that is Season 3, Triangles Measure 180 Degrees opening. Let's just into it. The opening, named Don't Forget, kicks off with a really cool shot where stylized letters spelling out Bilesnack zip by in time with the song. The letters are made by assets that are found throughout the Bilesnack series, showing that the connection to all of these things is the Bile Mamba channel. This OP is really good at adding extra meanings to its logos and titles. Each cycle of the breakdown logo moving in time with the music represents the conflict between Illuminati and the people proving its existence, since these people are also recruited as in a moving cycle of a growing cult. In this shot of the hologram of the grass field, in the last battle, you can see circles with Beale inside them, with the scene as a whole representing the imagination of the series, with the vast, bumpy and foggy fields of storytelling. Each appearance of a breakdown logo shows a different school of thought, which all appear in the season. Firstly, the leaf is from Woodman, as he is an anti-hero of the story, both helping and being destructive. In this case, he didn't wanna be evil in actuality. This is therefore all allies of the Bilesnack crew, as in every being in every world except for those who we see in the story, that just wanna live on with their lives. Second, the Daythorn appears, which is of course the Bilesnack crew, that thinks everything Loomis does is wrong and wants to stop them. It is also interesting how every other symbol is mechanical, as in humans leaving it up to machines to do the work. Thirdly, we of course have Illuminati as a whole, everyone in every world that is involved with it. We don't know exactly what they want, but they presumably want to take over the worlds in some capacity for some reason. Lastly, we see the robot. It is controlled by Lumiboy, who himself lied to Loomis, which shows how his thinking differs from Loomis's itself. He wanted to destroy all life by hiring up his ranks in Loomis, which he did. Then we see Lumiboy lighting a cigar. Lighting gesture is a common trait in Bilesnack canon. People do it as a sign of preparation, as Leo did in opening 2 for example. Looking out over the town, we see the Loomis building casually being there. We get a better picture of the building later, but we all know how it looks by now. We see various heroes passing each other in the town of Botkika, presumably after the final fight, since we don't see them inside the Loomis headquarters for once. If you focus on the streets that our heroes walk down, you may notice that we've never been in this place before. Botkika hasn't been shown to its fullest, maybe representing that Bilesnack on its own is made by a smaller amateur team, and that they don't want or need to show everything in their town. It may also mean that Botkika in itself has become so large that it cannot be contained in one series. Then we see this shot, looping through the back alley in Botkika, where we have been numerous times. At first, you may think that it doesn't carry any information, but in all, you see Hugo, Leif 42 and Leif 72 in the pictures, searching for something. These three are the most important side characters in the story as a whole, and all of them are of course searching for Loomis and what they are doing, as seen in the anime. Leif 72 is standing as if opposing gravity on the side of the wall, since he was at the Bile Shack instead of confronting Loomis directly. This segues over to the snowy landscape outside Botkika, with the letters Loomis etched into the snow. In the weird start of the season, Leo and Nemo get trapped in a parallel pocket universe of their own thoughts or something, and the places they were in were, for both of them, the snowy fields outside of Botkika, as they remembered it 5 years earlier when they took their car outside of Botkika. When you see this at first, you may not understand the meaning of Loomis, but it alludes to the fact that Lumiboy is the leader of Loomis, which we get to know later. Now that we have seen what the beginning of the season foretold in the snow, and what the start of the OP says about the ending, we travel back in time to when our special guest for this season, Eric, comes into the spotlight. Eric's backstory is told, as he works at ICA in Österkulle, or should I say Osterkalle, where they lend drugs to people from around the world. He was sent by ICA to directly destroy Illuminati, since it disturbed the fine balance of their stocks. He eats the drugs only to be met by Lumiboy using his ultimate move, the expanding dongle. used in the beginning and the end of the season, representing the alpha and omega of looping history and cause and effect in relativistic circumstances. The savior of the worlds, Leif 18, shows up in the last minute with his hobby besides him, the car of youth. The car mechanic sort of never uses his wrench that he holds in his hand, so instead he uses his other wrench that he pulls out from his ass. This was still able to help the team to defeat Lumiboy, which shows the enormous hidden power that he has. We then changed to the blue sky with presumably Leif 150 holding a JoJo manga skyward, which make the sky yellow and the sun rise. The shadows of each hero walk into position and takes their iconic postures that we always see them do. The way they snap into place is reminiscent of them realizing that they can change the world. After this montage, we see the JoJo manga pointed toward the sky, followed by the rest of the main cast. They're all calling for hope from the life energy, and it's notable that Leif 150, as a fellow weeb, is a connection to the JoJo anime opening that ripped this off. Then we get shown the logo of the series, the Evangelion background text, giving our heroes hope for the battles to come. And now, finally, everyone stands proud and embraces the new day. Putting this moment aside, we get more stylized typography spelling out 11/4, the 11th of April, the day the end of the world would have taken place. Each letter has its own meaning in the series. Next, we change to Lumiboy menacingly staring at the screen with his evil form, while the old person from Illuminated December Season 1 is behind him. It was he who showed Lumiboy his true powers, and later became an ally of Lumiboy. We now get to the last part of this opening, the house part of the end. Here, we see Leo coming to focus and then get backed up by the Daytorn, and then every other Leif with a machine take a pose in order, making for an impressive final flyby shot. The final pose shows everyone standing together in a group, while they happily tramp Lumiboy, which is shown by the Lumi HQ being upside down. Leetboy is the one standing on top, since he was the one who showed up last in the season, stalling for time so to unknowingly make Leif 42 victorious. I just spoiled the ending of this season. Thank you, everybody. Well, there is the season 3.5 opening, but it doesn't have many changes, and the music is the unit version, so I don't really care. It's just cut me the central unit force for multidimensional searchers. In Swedish, of course. Thank you for watching this drawn out video. Please watch our other videos or perish from our site. Suck my 3 dicks and 1 ball. Please subscribe and watch every video of ours. I'll see you on the dick side. Shut up.